Okay, so whoever called it, whoever said that the was a bad row of cells was right. Just got back from a ride and I'm like, this pack is a little warm, a little too warm. The center, the center row here is totally dead. So what's probably happened is a cell's gone bad and just basically shorted out the whole section here. So I'm going to pull it out and cut it out and everything else. But I'll show you. Put this in within view. We get so 362 obviously. On this one, 0 volts, 0 volts, 0 volts, and you can smell the anchor. You can smell the lithium. So one of them was vented. 361, 361, 334. So the other ones are all right. They're all coming up voltage. Not exactly the right balance, but yeah. So this one here, I should actually mark it before I forget. If you're 0 volts, there's no way I can bring it back. I've already tried. So let's see, 62, 62, 0. So we're going to mark it 0, 0, and 0. So that's got to be cut right out. I'm not even going to end up replacing. I'm just going to cut it out and just glue it back together. It'll just be a lower voltage. We'll have to figure something out. I don't know if these things are still venting or what. Keeping an eye on it. Still pretty freaking hot. But that's where the sag was coming from. I had a bad row of cells. They've been sitting all winter, so it doesn't surprise me. For whatever reason, it didn't show up on the meter when I went to charge it. Because usually I check it. Maybe there's a problem with my balance lead. Whatever. Whoever called it bad cells was right. It's definitely bad cells. So I'll have to do a video and we'll have to rebuild it. These cells are pretty old. These are as old as the big ones. This is the original pack that I picked up like 7 years ago. So losing, I lost. Actually, yeah, I lost a whole row here. That's pretty significant. Double check that. 0, 0, 0. Oh, 361. How is that even possible? Oh, okay, they're separate over here. So I lost 2 rows. Big deal. Well, from what I can tell, see what's happening here is this pack is running in parallel with the smaller pack because it's both the same size. What happened is when these cells here, well, one of these cells anyway, went bad and basically took out the whole group and went dead short. And so then what happened is the pack voltage on that pack was more than this one. So instead of these other cells running at 3.3 or 3.6 fully charged, they were at 3.8 because they were making up the difference from this one being dead short. So that's why the whole pack was warm. But they're holding a charge. There's nothing wrong with the other cells. I quickly discharged them. It wasn't out that long. But the reason I didn't find this problem is because the charger couldn't detect that the cell was almost dead short. So it showed everything was taking a charge. So I thought everything was alright, but it wasn't, obviously. So that was the problem all along. Basically, these just basically discharged to 0 volts, or one of them went dead short and took the group out with it, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should have been 6, but this one here had a bad weld. Luckily, it got spared. It wasn't even attached. Still has 3.4 volts, so it's saved. But this shows the importance of having fusible links. If it was just the one that went bad, I would have lost. I would have saved the rest of them. Well, it is what it is. Like I said, I had to rebuild it anyway. I might actually use this one to rebuild this one. Do some testing on these cells. Take out any of the bad ones and redo the whole pack again. Instead of having 2, I'll just have one good one. This one's actually more amp hours than the smaller one there. So, we'll see. But, yeah. Someone called it. You can smell it. That's a Walmart motor for you.